Marvin Gaye.
That's a shame because that is a much more
Smokey would
interesting
have been
stuff.
perfect
Well, Smokey's interesting, but
because
he's
he
not.
went through shit.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
No, he's not.
And Marvin Gaye is. And I'm sorry, but drama's drama. And there's a lot more drama in getting killed by your dad.
Yeah, but the problem with
That's a story. I'm sorry to be the studio head who says that. But no, that's much more interesting. And Marvin Gaye was like, you would have been perfect as Marvin Gaye. And that is a story that needs to be
I will
told.
let you know what happened with that. I was over at Quincy Jones' house. I'm not dropping names. I'm just giving credibility to what I'm about what I'm
never
saying.
drop names. De Niro told me that.
Yeah. So, but I'm asking Quincy. I'm hearing rumors that Marvin was gay, and Marvin was gay, and I'm like, was he gay? And Quincy's like, yes.
Oh.
He went around it with everything, and I was like, no, and I'm like, I could not.
I just feel like there's gay for real, and then there's a point where guys get so much pussy, they're just like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, well, it would have been that, but they would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, you mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie?
No.
Not even,
No, because I don't fake it. I literally, it has to.
I couldn't kiss a man either. That's true. And that does not.
That would fuck me. I would cut my lips off.
Yeah, no.
If I kiss some man, I would cut my lips off.
Well, I would not do that. But it does not make me homophobic to not want to kiss a man. Just like lots of gay men are like pussy, yuck. You know, I mean, that's okay. We all have our own, no one wants to tell you how to.
Do what you love to do, but don't do it at me. Don't aim it at me. And I can't play that character.
Right.
100%. I can't surrender myself to a place that I don't understand.
Yeah.
And so that's the end part of that story of what I had to
I can
let
understand.
go.
I can understand it. I'm just not of it. I mean, I could certainly understand men attracted to men. I mean, homosexuality is in nature. Animals. There are animals. Many, many, many animals.
Yeah, the bonobos. The bonobo monkeys. They practice it.
What?
Practice it?
They do.
I don't know. I never heard about animals doing that. Even if they do, they probably possessed. Bring it back.
I didn't. Lee Daniels never did Marvin Gaye.
That's a shame because that is a much more
Smokey would have been perfect.
Well, Smokey's interesting, but
he went through shit.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
and Marvin Gaye is. And I'm sorry, but drama's drama. Yep. And there's a lot more drama in getting killed by your dad.
Yeah.
Yup, it is, sadly. Got a lot of people, they probably don't even know about that. They'll probably be like, wait, what? Yup. The same firearm that he gifted his dad, he was taken out by. I was like, damn. Damn. And then they say his dad was cross-dressing too. They left that part out. Or maybe Terrence don't know about that. But then again, it's just a clip. Maybe they didn't break that up. Yeah, they said Marvin Gaye's dad was a cross-dressing pastor. I'm like, what kind of pastor is that? Must be a false pastor. I'm just saying. He must be some other kind of priest. Not one of the Lord. That's for sure. Ain't he right? People would love to see that. He got taken out by his own dad. What? What, in a society where they already trying to push anti-dad already? Shoot, man. Yeah, cats, I love to see that. I love to see that jump. Pardon me for all the cursing. I didn't expect kid to curse all that much. All these curse words. I'm like, damn. Chill, man, chill. Ain't y'all on TV? I guess not. And he made a point that, most people, they wouldn't take serious. They wouldn't believe it to be true. But I believe it's true. Like he said, like some men, they'll have so much intercourse with women that they'll be like, let me try something else. I don't know, most people be like, nah, man, That's impossible. It's very much possible. I think it happens a lot with these deviants that Cat Williams was talking about in that industry. I think it happens with them. Yeah. They have too much women. To the point they end up numb to it. Desensitized to it. And I was like, damn, man, I gotta move on to that next high. You know? It's like any other addict. Whether it's drugs or liquor. You know, might start off with some bill. You know? Now you drinking something that got 10% alcohol. After a while, you drinking something that got 20% alcohol up in it. Or now you're on something that 30% alcohol up in it. 40. Which that Hennessy got 40 in it. You know what I'm saying? And now you go 50, 60, 70. Now you on Everclear. Oh, Everclear ain't enough. Although you had to have the ambulance escort you to the ER. Still ain't enough. I tried moonshine. That don't do it either. What you gonna drink? What you gonna drink next? What you gonna drink some gasoline? It get that bad out here. You know? And if it can get that bad for liquor, you know it can get that bad for intercourse. You know that, man. You know that. You know. You remember what Andrew Tate said in that tweet? I don't agree with everything he said, but look what he said in that one tweet. He said guys that only fornicate with women with no thoughts of having a family with her, they just might be down low. And hey, that was a good point that I had never considered before. I was like, yo, he might be on to something with this. Maybe something is wrong with those guys who just want to go from women to women, women to women, with no thoughts of starting a family. But none of them. I ain't saying every player is doing that, but hey, some of them probably are. And you'll never know. Saw this one older couple the other day on YouTube. I forgot the name of the video. It's on a news channel. Fox 6 or some job. Wink 6, Wink 8. I don't know. This old guy and this old woman, they're an elderly married couple. And he brought her home HIV. I was like, what? See, you never freaking know, man. So Andrew wasn't too far off with that. I know a lot of people like, man, you tripping. Nah, he ain't tripping. He ain't tripping. You know, he ain't tripping. Nah. So we got an article right here. Terrence Howard passed on Marvin Gaye Biotopic after finding out he'd have to kiss a man on screen. I don't fake it. Ta-da! Hey, I heard that one dude did it. What's his name? Denzel Washington. And all of a sudden, you're a pastor. You better be pastoring for real. I'm just saying. I hope he pastoring for real. You know what I'm saying? I just hope he ain't one of those churches that have the flags that ain't supposed to even be flags on the outside, with all them dang colors on them. Shoot, man. You know they be saying they got 100 genders. So if they got 100 genders, I guess they got 100 flags that represent each of those genders. I'm like, oh. I haven't seen no church yet that had a straight flag on the side of it hanging though. Haven't seen that yet. I wonder where those at. Shoot, I don't know. Said Terrence Howard has revealed in a line that he refuses to cross when it comes to choosing roles. The Empire divulged the info while telling Club Random host Bill Maher, I never heard of that Club Random, about the biggest mistake he ever made in his career. The story began with Motown pioneer Smokey Robinson, who Howard claims invited him to dinner years ago because he wanted me to play his life in a movie. I think he should have did it. Maybe he turned it down. Howard said his great regret was he did turn it down, explaining that He only did so because he was already in conversation with Lee Daniels about playing Marvin Gaye in a separate project. That name Lee Daniels, man. That guy Lee Daniels. I heard he one of those colorful folk. Yeah. Maher chimed in to say that Howard made the right choice, arguing that Gaye's life story is much more interesting. Nah, I don't think he made the right choice. Because he didn't even go through with it. He might as well should have played Smokey. He didn't even go through with it. It would have only been the right choice if he played Marvin, which he didn't. He added, you would have been perfect as Marvin, and that is a story that needs to be told. They could tell the story, but just leave that other part out, man. That the actor is not comfortable with. You know, if you're not comfortable with it, he shouldn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? He said, but in the end, Howard portrayed neither of the legendary musicians. Sharing that he stepped back from the Gaye project when he discovered how the singers would be explored. Speaking of singers that's colorful, now one singer, he was colorful. You know, may the Lord have mercy on his soul. I respect him. What was his name? He was pretty old. I think he was like 90, wasn't he? I don't know. He was probably 90. What was that one singer? Little Richard. I wonder if anybody played as him yet. He said he used to be colorful. I know people say, what do you mean by colorful? Hey, I don't know. I can't reveal that. But look, you just have to figure it out. He said he used to be colorful, but not no more because he gave his life to the Lord. To the Lord Yeshua, also known as Jesus. It was inspiring. It was inspiring. I was so happy to hear that. I was like, salute, salute. Because most cats in the industry, they probably colorful. But they'll probably never turn to Christ, which is sad. Let's continue. I was over at Quincy Jones's house and I'm asking Quincy, I'm hearing rumors that Marvin was, and I'm like, was he bleep? Howard recalled, and Quincy's like, yes, he is, or he was. I heard the other singer was, so what's his name? Damn, what's his name? Let me hold you down. You know that one dude? Damn, Luther Vandross. Yeah. I heard he was too. I don't know. Damn. From there, Howard decided that he could not play the role, as he shouldn't. You know that popular saying on the internet, as he should. In this situation, as he shouldn't. Let's keep moving. They would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that. He said of portraying a bleep relationship. You mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie? Maya asked, to which Howard replied, no, because I don't fake it. I couldn't bleep a man either, Maya agreed. Yeah, I thought that was a clip I just watched. Howard took it further, adding that would bleep me, I would cut my lips off if I kiss some. I would cut my lips off. Oh man, this guy might have paused. Yeah. With the podcast host quickly clarifying that while he would not go to the same drastic lengths, he understands Howard's rejection of the role. He added, it does not make me bleep to not want to bleep. As for Howard, he explained that it was a matter of authenticity in his performance. I can't play that character 100%, the actor said. I can't surrender myself to a place that I don't understand. Representatives for Howard did not immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comment. Y'all don't need a comment for this. He said what was on his mind. Just leave it at that. Ain't no big deal. He turned it down. He turned it down, baby. Sure. Marvin, a two-time Grammy winner and songwriting legend, did not explicitly state his bleep, but was married twice in his life, to Anna Gordy 10 years and Janice Hunter for 5 years. See, that's another thing right there, man, that people need to stop doing as well, is they need to stop assuming that somebody ain't colorful because they with a woman. Colorful dudes, they love women just as much as black and white dudes. You get it? Black and white, colorful. You probably don't get it unless you like a fan of flags. But yeah, some of them just be pretending. I know they might say, what do you call it if they like guys but they go with women occasionally? Don't you call that bi? That's what they would say. Not me. I don't call it bi. I still call it colorful. Sodomite, whatever you want to call it. And I know they might be like, how come? And I'm like, well, just because the way I see it is, he didn't go that way by force with a woman. That's in his nature as a man to like women. The other one, he forced it because he kind of forced himself because of some traumatic experience he most likely experienced as a child. Simple as that. But hey, maybe I'm wrong about everything. Maybe I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. In 2018 interview with Vulture, fellow pillar of Motown music, Jones claimed that that Marvin was among many famous men with whom actor Marlon Brando had an intimate relationship. I think I've heard of that guy, Marlon Brando. Ain't that an actor? Brando used to go cha-ching. I don't know why I thought that said cha-ching. Cha-cha dancing with us. Cha-cha dancing. He could dance his bleep off. He was the most charming mother bleep you ever met. Jones said he'll bleep anything. Huh? Wait. Anything. He'll bleep a mailbox. James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye. What the heck? What? Anything. Pause. That's bad. That's bad, man. If that guy no longer is around, may the Lord have mercy on his soul. He's going to need it. He's going to need extra mercy if this is true what they said about him. They basically say he a deviant. Damn. A male nympho. I don't know the male version of it. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? And also, he'll probably a gigolo. I remember that song. Oh. Gigolo. Hey, I didn't even know what the heck that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bitty boy. I'm gonna say it like Charleston. I was a little bitty boy. I didn't know what that song meant. Oh. Man, when I used to hear that, I was a bit like, man, that was hard. I know people be saying that, Nick Cannon, that he a weirdo and he's not cool and he tries so hard to be cool and all that. But nah, man, that was one of the coolest songs that year, man. But I used to listen to that. Of course, I don't listen to that secular rap no more. I listen to that Bible rap and that Christian rap. But let's continue. It says, when the interviewer asked how Jones knew that they slept together, he said of Brando, come on, man. He did not give a bleep. Wait, what? Damn, he said kidding. But who's saying all this? Was that Quincy that said that? It said, watch Maher's full conversation with Howard above. Above? I was just above. I didn't see no video. What y'all talking about? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I don't think I can watch that. That made my video like 2 hours long if I watch that. I'm still trying to figure out who said this. Was Quincy the one that said that? Yep, they said Quincy said that. He said dude didn't give a freak. Sheesh. And those are the type of dudes, they got the game. They got game. And women wonder how does this keep happening? How does women keep getting caught up with dudes that's on the download? They got some of the best game. How do they have some of the best game? They spend most of their time with women. Not so much with men, but most of their time with women. You know what I'm saying? You're going to develop some game if you're around women all the time. All in the salon and all that. Chitter-chatting with them. Getting your nails did by them. Getting your hair did by them. Nothing wrong with getting your hair did, you know. Or getting your nails cleaned. But these guys end up getting their nails painted. Bedazzled. All that. Man. And then they wonder, damn, how these cats got so much game like that? Man, cause they in there 24/7. You know what I'm saying? It's like asking, damn, man, why LeBron James, D Wade, you know, Kobe and all these guys, why are they so good on the court? Cause they training 24/7. You're gonna only have results if you put it in the repetition during practice. It's gonna yield results. Good results at that. Very good. Very good. That's common sense. You should know that. And I ain't saying all the cats that got the best game or download. I ain't saying all that. Don't put no words in my mouth. But a lot of them cats, yeah. That's why, you know, that's why some of the cats with the best game, you said they be having them girl hairstyles and junk. Hey, I'm just saying. Having girl hairstyles and junk. Some of them cats got eyeliner on their eyes. You know? No offense to Prince, but I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Got the best game. See how Charlie Murphy told that story? He said these dudes had all the girls and they looked like girls. What the heck? And I'm sure that y'all still continue on to this day. May the Lord have mercy on Charlie Murphy's soul. My man, Buck Wild, man. What was his name? Buck Wild or Buck Nasty? Buck Nasty. Have some respect, Buck Nasty. One of these dudes could be your great granddaddy. Oh man, how long is this?
Club Random is brought to you by.
See, I knew it was long. See, over an hour. About 2 hours, bro. Well, I seen the clip I needed to see. I might check the whole thing out. I might check it out. I think it's been circulating lately. Like different parts of it. Making it into clips and junk. So, hey, if Howard ain't gonna play them, who gonna play them? I don't know. You know, you ask me, not to be come across as a hater, but I think at this point they're running out of actors as good as this guy. As good as a Howard, in my opinion. Cause these movies today, they're just not as good. I don't know. They're just not as good as they used to be. Maybe they can get David Washington to play the role if he can sing. So to be honest, I didn't know that Howard. I didn't know Howard can sing that good for them to want to put him as Marvin Gaye. I'm like, damn, Howard can sing like that. Shoot, only thing I remember is him rapping on that movie. Whoop, that trick, get him. Oh, that shoe? Yeah, that's me. Whoop, that trick, get him. To this day, boy, the cat singing that. They be singing that at NXT whenever that one wrestler come out, Trick Williams. Oh, man. That's that dirty South right there, man. That dirty South. Ah, shoot. Damn. Maybe Denzel would have took the role if they gave it to him. Maybe he'd have turned it down. I don't know. 'Cause, you know, people be a little different at different times in their lives. Younger Denzel, I don't think he would ever kiss a man on film. Older Denzel, he the one that did it. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? People was trying to vouch for him and junk. I was like, no. Heck no. I like Denzel and all, but nah, man. Nah. That's a violation. Nah. They be like, hey, everybody in favor of this action performed in this movie, and they think there's nothing colorful about it, and that it's completely straight. Raise your hand. They walk up to me, sir, aren't you gonna raise your hand? I'm like, nah. Why not? I can't. Something wrong with your shoulder? I can't. Nah, my shoulder's fine, but I can't. I can't. I can't. All right, all in favor? Look like you're the only one that didn't raise your hand, son. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay. Okay, no problem. Security? Oh, no need for security. No problem. I'll be quiet as a mouse. Y'all won't be hear me leaving. Let me start with this, man. Let me leave y'all with our verse or two, like I always do. Our verse or two, like I always do. We got 1 Corinthians 6:9-14. This one kind of long because I put several verses together. You got to have the whole thing. You know, the whole thing. It says, or do you not know that wrongdoers will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither the immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who, nor thieves, nor the greedy, nor drunkards, nor slanderers, nor swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. And that is what some of you were. But you were washed, you were sanctified, you were justified in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and by the Spirit of our God. Those are some of the verses. Hold up. You got verse 12 right here. It says, I have the right to do anything, you say, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but I will not be mastered by anything. You say food for the stomach, and the stomach for food, and God will destroy them both. The body, however, is not meant for immorality, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. By his power, God raised the Lord from the dead. He will raise us also. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. And that's the truth, man. That's the truth. You notice it said, you were like this. You were like this. Which means, if you haven't let that junk go, let it go. It ain't worth holding on to. I know it's hard, but I know you can do it. Because you're made in the Most High's image. You can do it. You can shake whatever it is that you're battling with. You can shake it. No matter what it is on this list. You know? I know this one a very hard one to shake right there. You know, whether you're a player, you know, or whether you're even colorful. And you're down with the same sex and all that. You can shake it, yeah. You become pure. Snow White. Like a clean slate. I know you can do it. I know you can. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Matthew 19:4-5 is another one that I searched up. It says, haven't you read, he replied, that at the beginning the Creator made them male and female, and said, for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. It says that in Genesis as well, by the way. I think Genesis 2:24. A man leaves his mom and dad, finds a wife, and becomes one with her. Becomes one flesh. That's why it's important not to sleep around, because you become one with them. And they call it soul ties these days, yeah. You become one with whoever you lay with. So you gotta be careful with that. You know? That's why a lot of people here be messed up. But they have a very high number when it comes to their fornication partners. That's what I call it. Then we got that John 3:36 right here. Whoever believes in the Son has eternal life, but whoever rejects the Son will not see life, for God's wrath remains on them. You know how it go. That because he's the king. 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 You better live your life like he is the king. I read that one in the last joint. Yeah. You might want to look into this one if you haven't. If you don't know much about this one, about this chapter out of Psalms. Yeah. Say, ye are gods. The Lord quoted this in New Testament somewhere. I forgot what verse and chapter and book. Ye are gods. And all of you are children of the Most High. Of course, not everyone. It's the people that listens to his son, who obey his son, Yeshua. Because if you don't, hey, that's on you, man. That's your business. That you're going to have to take up with the Most High and the Son of the Most High. Say, God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. Among the gods. And I don't know who these gods are. I'm guessing some of them are demons and some of them are humans. Because there's several gods like that. Several gods. I'm sure Nimrod was a god. A false one, but a god. Because he used to run the whole world. Yeah. The whole world. Pretty crazy times. One language. Or should I say one world language. One world culture. One world kingdom. Building that Tower of Babel. Trying to build it all the way up to where the Most High dwells at. I don't think he was going to be able to do it anyways. But before we can even find out, would he be able to do it? That joint got dropped. Like a courthouse. Like a house of cards. It got dropped. Just like it was supposed to do. Because he was trying to take over the Most High's domain. Are you crazy, Nimrod? You must be. So he got you out of here. Separated the people throughout the world. And that's why the world have so many languages, so many cultures, and all of that. So many nations. You know how they say one nation under God? Oh, man. In Nimrod days, when King Nimrod was running the world, that was really one nation under God. Except they wasn't following God. They was following paganism and all that. But Abraham wasn't standing for it. Yeah. I forget what the story of that at. Probably in the book of Joshua or something. I don't remember. You can find it in one of those books. On how they're trying to come after Abraham. Take him out when he was a baby. Because I guess a medium or somebody told him the future. Said, oh yeah, this guy named Abraham, it's going to be many nations that come after him. And they're not going to follow your gods. They're going to follow one God. And he heard that. He was like, what? You have to take all those babies out if we have to. And the story goes on and on. Can't tell it here. It take me a long time to tell it. This video ended up 2 hours trying to tell that story. And I don't remember all of it. I don't think I'm even done with that book. Nah, I'm not done with it. Yeah. But hey, salute to Howard. Salute to Maher. They both said they wouldn't do that junk. And any man that's offered a role like that, they should not do it either. They should not. Not at all. Oh, hell no. Unless you're into that stuff, hey, then you go ahead, I guess. I don't know. That's ugly, though. That's ugly. I respect it, though. I respect him saying, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Nah. But damn, you see how he was talking about that dude in that interview? On the bottom of the article I was reading. How he said dude didn't give a F. I don't know who the dude was. Who I forgot his name. Brandenton or something? I forgot his name. I think I heard about that guy before. Yeah. He said that man would screw a mailbox. What the fuck? Man, let me get out of here, man. Talking about these heathens, man. Come on, 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 man. May peace be upon you all and blessings from the Most High through His Almighty Son. I'm out.